All right, people. I got a bearish plan for UTX that I like. The stock has been very tricky, but if it could confirm, I wouldn't be surprised if they're going to go try to test 110 to 108. Maybe the max they try to test is 115 or 114, but these will still make good money. These September 15, 115 puts could still make good money on this confirmation. So 110 is a good probability if it depending how negatively they crack below the 115 area. Again, like I always say, people, no matter how bearish or bullish I am, confirmation is key because this stock could just be a chop zone and not go anywhere. However, the way we acted with this volume today, again, from moving up, something it's either the way what is telling me that there are people that are bullish, but if there's anything negative people don't like, could send this stock lower. And again, how we smash through the 115 to 114 area. Okay, I want to make this, even though I'm talking about the 115 puts, will give us a good indication of how we go and test the 110 to 108. Great, huge gains could be made on the September 15, 115 puts, and they're trading very well. But first things first, UTX needs to break below 117.80 on some good action volume. And good action volume is 400K for the stock on the 10-minute chart. So it doesn't mean it just goes below 1780. No, 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 no. We must go below 1780 with some force. Okay, you want to see that force. The stock is tricky. We want to see follow through force. Very important here, people. Now, if the volume is less than that, then we're going to watch this base below 117.80 and look for power through 117.5 to even 117. If we don't see that volume increase coming along, then I'll probably be watching for basing below 117.5 and looking for power towards 117.25 to 117. The key is we need to see some more weakness now and not any more strength, because if they start trying to bounce this up too much, although there's going to be resistance up into the 120 area, the key here is that it's set up to go lower now. This action here, imagine you're in a stock like this at 121 and it just cracks down lower like this with huge volume. So the question is, according to what I understand from the market, what I'm looking at the story is we could test lower here. And again, we can come and test that 114 area first, the 200 before there's a support. Now, how we crack that, like I'm explaining, how the weakness we get around here will determine whether we get to the 110 to 108. All I care is about, is this confirm? Can we make profits? Can we make money? It's not about guessing or assuming anything, people. It's about confirmation and what the market's telling us. This is how you make the big dollar bills. All right, people, here we are at the Yahoo Finance, and UTX closed down 297, $118.52 is the close. Okay, and here are the puts, okay? And, you can see that there's not much call activity except for the 120s and the 125s. On the put side, not that much going on here with the 115s. The 115s are the ones that seem to be trading now. Again, they really screwed up the options here. However, these are the ones I'm looking for, the 115s. These, of course, will cost more on confirmation. I don't know. I didn't see the closing prices of this, but we'll find out tomorrow. The key is that the spreads should be, I think the spreads are no more than 10, 15 cent spreads on these options. For the puts for UTX. And right now I'm only interested onto the put side. I don't care about anything to the long side for UTX. But like I always say, we need to wait for confirmation. But right now as it stands, they seem to be trading about $1.14, which means $114 for every contract of the of every contract. Of course, you can see what the 125s go for, right? Not much trading happening on the puts of those ones, but you can see, as you can see, so these are going to be that sweet spot because we're looking for that strong drop that could happen. And again, it could happen. That's what the market is saying. However, without confirmation, we're just guessing and assuming. All right, people, welcome to Power Target Trades, the place where I post great detailed plans. People, I posted a bearish plan in Guild, but Guild didn't confirm. So what do? Do we go in short? No, we wait for confirmation. If it doesn't confirm, we forget about GILD. However, today GS confirmed, made money. BA confirmed, made money. Apple confirmed, made money. Well, Apple confirmed other days. Tesla confirmed, last week, made money. Do you get the picture, people? It's confirmation is key. It doesn't matter what I say. Bullish, bear, it doesn't matter. We need confirmation. Then once it confirms the right way, then we take action, and then the trade becomes a trade. This is what people need to understand. And then it's a matter of managing the trade, taking profits. What I usually do is if there's 100% gains, I take 50% off on the majority of my trades. Sometimes, depending on the situation, sometimes I may be taking 50%. I'm taking 50% gains off of the of stocks because I don't like the way they move. I'm taking profits. The key, people, is managing your gains from the confirmation, and all my plans are here to show you the power of how I figure things out, and you can witness my great plans that I make, right? But these plans are plans of power, of making money. Again, when things don't work out, we take small profits, we move on. When things work out properly, we try to hold on and make massive, strong gains. Great gains so far in Apple. But of course, Apple is a longer term plan. And again, I make very detailed, explained plans. But if I see an issue, I also been posting on Power Trigger Trade. So make sure you follow me on Power Trigger Trade. And also, it's very important to be a subscriber to the YouTube channel for future great things that are going to be happening here exclusively for only YouTube followers. This is why I keep telling people, open up a YouTube channel, subscribe to the YouTube channel. So there you have it, people, a great, detailed, powerful explanation of UTX plan, and plus good advice of the market and overall market strategy. So there you have, people, a great plan. Thanks for listening. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video.